Attention! Do you have a demon? Does a friend or loved one have a demon? You likely already have several demons and don't even know it. Go to demontest.org. At demontest.org, you will be tested, diagnosed, and treated by this beady-eyed troll of a man who can't grow a proper beard. Bob Larson is a professional exorcist who has personally cast out over 10,000 demons. And for a small, moderate, donation, you too can be freed from your demonic oppressors. All from the comfort of your home through your choice of Skype or Zoom. Yes, demons can be cast out through video calls. Shut up and stop interrupting. Now you might be saying,
there's no way I could have a demon. There's nothing bad going on in my life.
Yeah, well, remember that one time you did that one thing you now feel bad about? Well, I'd give you a demon. Go to demontest.org. Or you might say,
well, I've lived a totally morally virtuous life. There's no way a demon could attach itself to me.
Yeah, well, maybe your great-grandma was a real piece of shit, and she passed the demon down to you. You ever think about that? Go to demontest.org to find out. Listen to Bob's satisfied customers.
I drove hundreds of miles to get here. I didn't know what to expect, but everything started coming out all at once. Oh, wow. I feel like I've released several people inside. I feel so much lighter.
It was a shock to know there were 10 generations of witchcraft in my family, but things are making more sense now. After this, I can be a good man and closer to my family.
I feel amazing. My mind is free. I feel clear and crisp in my thinking. I've never experienced anything like this before. I didn't think it was real until it happened to me. Thank you so much. I'm a free man finally.
No, this isn't a grift. I mean, what's a grift? Seriously, there's no legal definition for grift, so you can't prove nothing. I mean, come on! You don't trust this guy's face? This face that looks like it's got stovetop stuffing glued to it? I mean, come on! But give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and I forget how the rest of that goes. But why be the exorcism-y when you could be the exorcism-more? Enroll in Bob Larson University, where you can major in exorcism, deliverance, apologetics and demonology, or supernatural studies. Is the coursework difficult? No, you just watch videos. It's mostly videos. All for the low price of $2,800 if you bundle and save. Liberty Bibberty. And with your PDF file diploma from Bob Larson University, you'll be on your way to a career collecting donations, casting out demons via spam emails and fax machines. Why are you hesitating? It's the demon, that's why. Head over to demontest.org. The org means we can pretend it's non-profit. So where do I start on Bob Larson, the quote-unquote real-life exorcist who claims to have performed 10,000, oh wait, check that, 15,000.
Over 50,000 exorcism and deliverance sessions.
50,000? Okay, if you did one a day, every day, for the rest of your life, that would take you 137 years. So I guess Bob's cast out more demons than you've had hot meals. All that despite never being ordained by any legitimately recognized church. And Bob's own spiritual freedom church being unaffiliated with any mainstream Christian denomination. But you know, church is church, right? Oh, jeez! Really, I could do like a half-dozen videos on Bob. Like on how he rode the scared parent wave of the satanic panic by railing against naughty rock lyrics and tabletop games with funny-shaped dice. Or his call-in radio show where he cast out demons over the phone lines. Demons which politely never swore and respected the show's ad breaks. Or a series of carny sideshow debates with high-ranking members of the Church of Satan, which were about as staged as any pro wrestling event. Or all of this.
Yes, I believe Bad Bunny has demons.
Always accompanied by the grift, never failing to solicit donations or pimp his latest crappy book or crappy video or crappy long-distance telephone service, which Bob seemed to be way too personally interested in. Or his current $20 a month video streaming service, Dumamnus. Dumbass. But one day it occurred to Bob, why waste time and energy touring the country finding dupes and marks, when the dupes and marks can come to me, thus pioneering the first exorcisms. Yes, For a flat fee, donation, you can relax in your pajama bottoms as your soul is set free by an audio-garbled, low-res image of Bob waving across in front of a webcam. Hallelujah! Because we all know Zoom calls always go smoothly.
You're muted. You are muted, Revis!
And when asked to justify the cost of this farce, Bob told the New York Post, "Expenses occur because there's investigation beforehand. I can handle 30 sessions per week. The $385 donation covers expenses." Bob, you're just sitting in front of a laptop. How does that cost $595? The New York Post article's less than 2 years old. Wow, I guess this inflation's really hitting everyone, ain't it? I guess that Strait of Hormuz deal is also jacking up the price of bullshit. But how to get the little fishies on the hook? Thus the genius of demontest.org. Yes, with a simple internet questionnaire, like the kind you take to find out which My Little Pony character you are, you could be diagnosed with the exact species of demon you can now blame all your problems on. And now the moment you've all been waiting for I will take the demon test to see if I, Satan the 17th, Lord of Infernal Realms, indeed have a demon. Alright, time to merge onto the old information superhighway. Yeah, we still have dial-up in hell. Keep asking the head office when we're finally gonna get that upgrade. But their IT guy is all like, "Oh, there's an overheating issue." Yeah, of course it's overheating. We're in hell. But he's like, "Oh, you gotta install a cooling unit." I don't have the budget to pay for that. The head office should be paying for that.
Welcome.
Oh, wait, we're starting.
You've got mail.
demontest.org. And there he is, Mr. Handsome. Dear friend, taking the demon test, registered trademark, may be one of the most important spiritual decision is singular, you make. Based on over 50 years of research and decades of one-on-one personal ministry, blah, 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 bling, bling, blah. Let's do this. Do you sometimes exhibit uncontrollable outbursts of anger or violence?
Wear some pants, stupid! I hate those fucking Smurfs! I just want to go from cubicle to cubicle, strangling every one of you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
I guess it'd be currently then. 2. Have you experimented with 2 or more forms of the occult? Well, technically as a demon I am occult, but I don't think that's what they mean, so no. Number 3, have you ever been sexually violated? Okay, that's messed up. Exploiting the darkest, most horrible experience in a person's life that they might still be too ashamed to talk about just to make a quick $600. Not cool, Bob. 4. Do you sometimes manifest behavior not consistent with your normal personality? Okay, what do you want to bet that if you answer yes to any of these questions, it'll say you have a demon? I bet it'll say you have a demon even if you don't. Number 5, do you abuse alcohol or drugs to escape painful past experiences in life? Yep, targeting emotionally vulnerable people, no surprise here. Number 6, do you commit immoral or illegal acts contrary to your customary values? Well, I guess it depends on what your customary values are. I'm the devil. My customary values are a little different from most people's. Number 7. Okay, I see what you're doing, Bob, and it's effed up. You're seeking out any sort of psychological weakness or emotional vulnerability you can exploit. You're a predator rooting out the strugglers in the herd. See, that's the same thing cults do. They target the troubled and the weak. Number 8. Again! If someone's already feeling depressed and hopeless, they're so much easier to grease up with a lot of slick talk and empty promises. This is textbook emotional manipulation. Number 9. Jesus, just anything. Any secret or insecurity you can shame someone with to use to your advantage. Okay, 10. Have you experienced life-changing trauma from which you haven't recovered? Okay, this is just insidious, okay? A trauma is like a scar on the soul that refuses to heal. It is a source of constant pain and torment a person will do anything to rid themselves of. And you want to do further damage by tearing open that scar for a measly $600. I hope you sleep well at night, Bobby boy. Number 11. Do you know of ancestors who committed murder, suicide, or sexual perversion? I guess it matters on how far back you want to go. I mean, by ancestors, I mean, if you go back far enough, that probably includes everyone. Number 12, do voices tell you to commit illegal acts, blaspheme God, or indulge in immoral acts? Honestly, I'm surprised it took this long to get here. Because if you want to convince people they're carrying a demon, I think the mentally ill are low-hanging fruit. 13, have you asked Satan to take your life in exchange for something? Well, that's kind of a tautology, so you know. 14, do you live a fear-based life resulting in paranoia or multiple phobias? Oh yeah, tell them they have a monster in their head. I'm sure that'll help things out. 15. Have you experienced emotional or physical abuse from your biological parents? My father looked like this, so he wasn't exactly the most caring and thoughtful parental figure, so yes. 16. Have you been emotionally or physically abandoned by either biological parent? Just hitting every base of emotional vulnerability, aren't we? Leaving no stone unturned. Jeez, we're only halfway through this thing. All right, let's speed through these here. Depression again, mental illness again, just general anxiety or socializing. Oh, here. Do you have health issues which have no medical explanation? Going from the emotionally vulnerable to the physically vulnerable, because people are willing to try anything when they're afraid they're going to die. All right, let's just speed through these here. Have you had frequent serious accidents more than statistically passable? Okay, now if you're just a klutz, you have a demon. 27. Did your biological parents conceive you out of wedlock? So I guess you could just be born with a demon, just because your parents weren't married. Yeah, that's fair. Do you experience personal hauntings? Okay, that sounds a little racist. So, have you had periods in your life so terrible you repressed the memories? And trauma again. Okay, let's see my results. Oh, god damn it, they email it to you! And I am not giving these freaks my personal email address. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Go into the spam folder, find a scammer, copy, paste. Enjoy, Mohammed! Okay, bottom line, this is sick and disgusting. This test is designed to root out any insecurity, any vulnerability, any weak point that Bob can exploit with his fictional bullshit. It targets the weakest and most fragile individuals for the explicit purpose of doing them further psychological damage by convincing them there is a monster inside of their heads. This is predatory behavior for a mere $600. And you know what? I can't blame the people who fall for this. In fact, I sympathize with them. These are people haunted by confusing and painful problems, and along comes this chucklehead with easy answers. Wait, you're telling me it's all something else's fault? Something I could just cut out and cast away? Why, this is a godsend! And while the placebo effect might make them feel better for a while, it's not gonna solve the problem. If anything, the newfound delusion is gonna make things worse. So they have to pay for another session, and maybe then another one, and who knows what else after that. This is more than just a grift. This is psychological abuse for monetary gain. For shame. Wow, that took a tonal shift, huh? You know what? I want to get the word out on this crap as much as possible. So I'm asking you to please do whatever you can on your end to give this video more visibility. You know, the likes, the comments, the shares. Because you know what? The algorithm has not been doing me many favors lately.
I guess it doesn't think I'm cool anymore.
The internet needs less Bob Larson and more Gary Larson. I miss the far side.